I washed my hair yesterday and I just kind of like let it air dry, which is what I typically do. But then typically I like blow dry the last bit of my roots.
Okay.
And I didn't because Joe's parents showed up and I just wasn't, whatever. Opened the door in my robe. I was like, come on in. But I hate when I don't know, like I feel like this section is greasy. Like I can feel it on my body that it's like light, if that makes sense.
That's so interesting.
Like I feel that.
I don't think it looks that bad, but
I know, but I can't explain the way that it feels.
I know, but I feel like you don't wash your hair that much, so like don't do.
What?
I feel like you like have greasy hair, so you just slick back. When you do, no, not like
Okay,
you
but I
always
just
have
washed it, so I don't want it. I
That's
washed
what
it
you're
yesterday. I'm saying.
and you didn't get all of it out. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I didn't get like it wasn't a good wash. Like I feel like if I wash my hair, I have like 2 good hair days after that I don't need to do a slick back.
Okay.
And this
I
was supposed
understand
to be
what
one
you're
of them.
I
and
was just.
I'm
I'm
not
not saying
getting
you
it.
have greasy hair. I'm saying you extend your washes
Yeah, by doing
So-
slick backs. How often do you wash your hair?
every other day.
Maybe that's
I
why it
don't-
always looks so good.
I don't like my hair in a slick back.
Okay.
I also did for the first time ever. So I went to bed last night
Yeah.
noticing that my hair was greasy, and I was like, "Oh, I can't get in the shower and wash
Yeah.
it right now." So this morning, I just washed the top of my
Wait.
head in the sink.
I almost did that with this section, and I'm
You
probably going to do it
should've.
tonight because I have recordings tomorrow.
Yeah,
Emily did
I actually liked it. I just
Emily
it in the
did a
sink.
TikTok that was like the mental math
Yeah, I know. I saw
of
that.
hair wash as a girl is so exhausting.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why I did a slick back to your bridal shower
But-
brunch.
I will say, we have it very easy because we
Yes,
both
our
air
hair
dry.
like air dries.
our hair.
Absolutely.
Like people that have to do full. I mean, this is Dysoned, but
Oh, Dyson. Okay.
people that have to do like a full routine, I
feel for
for.
them. I have a few things to catch up on.
okay.
I have my list prepared,
Great,
and then we
cute.
also have some questions.
Okay.
Okay, so first, we haven't really unpacked Disney World.
I know. I need to really hear about it.
I just think it's truly the most magical place in the world.
I'm really upset that I couldn't come, and I need to go next time. And Tyler and I were just seeing all of the content, and we were like, "How are we not there right now?"
I literally got back to the house, and Disney does this, I don't know what it's called, deal, whatever, where you get a certain discount if you book within 7 days of checkout. And
That's hilarious.
So
So
smart.
wait, so you booked?
Nope, because like Joe and Mom were like, chill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but why wouldn't we?
Why
We'd
wouldn't
save so much
you?
money, and I'm itching to go back. Like, I would go back tomorrow if I could.
Also, like, scheme the system. You should have just booked and then rescheduled if you needed to.
I don't know what the rules are, but yeah.
Could have done that.
I just had so much fun. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy it because I loved Disney as a kid.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, my favorite part about parenting is, like, watching them
The joy.
experience joy and childlike wonder and feeling like a kid again. So it was just everything wrapped up in one.
Yeah.
It made me so happy.
Ugh.
I mean, it was so expensive. So expensive.
Yeah.
The way we did it. But in general, it's just expensive. But it's the happiest place on earth.
No, I really need to go there. And like Tyler and I were saying this, he loves roller coasters. So also when they're at that age, obviously they're not going to go
Yeah, we
on
got a
crazy
while.
ones, but for ones that you or Joe don't want to go on. he's
Yeah,
like,
I
all
won't
in.
be the
But
roller coaster.
We also were
person.
joking, like, had we come, it just would have turned into Tyler just
On
on
his
his own, riding every big roller coaster.
The funniest part about the whole thing, not the funniest part, but our older son, like, was obviously so excited. Our younger son didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, what was his deal?
Well, our older son was so excited, and like he could have stayed at the hotel the whole time because we were at that Cars hotel. Like
Yeah.
his excitement the morning he woke up at the hotel because we got there at like 11, so he didn't see it.
Oh, that video was so
Was the cutest thing in the entire world. I just want to bottle up that moment.
good. Yeah.
And when we got to actual, like the parks, he was. I don't think he knew what to expect. He was very interested in the castle because that's what's in the beginning of all of his
Mm-hmm.
movies. And then I sent you the video, but like certain 4D things threw him, or
was too
3D
much.
threw him for a loop. And it was hard to explain to him, like,
it's not real.
It's not real. It's not really, like...
But it looks like it. But I mean, I've been freaked out by, like, 3D things.
I was like, whoa. And he was so scared. And I kept being like, take off the glasses and it'll just be like a movie. Because we were at this, like, Mickey Philharmonic thing. But he wouldn't take off the glasses. So then he was like, hide. It was whatever. And then certain rides, I think it was like the darkness of certain rides plus the movement and the loud sounds.
Yeah.
And he was like terrified on the Buzz Lightyear ride. Terrified.
Really?
And ever since we got back, when someone asks, what was your favorite ride? He goes, Buzz Lightyear. No. Definitely the Buzz Lightyear ride. And I'm like, you were literally hiding behind Joe the entire time. Meanwhile, our younger is just more after every ride.
That's so cute.
Like literally trying to get out of my arms to climb back onto the thing when we were.
Was he loving all of the movement and everything?
Loving.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
he's going to be a roller coaster kid.
Yes. By the end, like the second day, and it was like time for the last ride. Also, I should note that like we all were not sick. I don't know if it was allergies or like a mini head cold was happening.
My allergies are so bad.
So I felt like I was dying by the end of the first day. Like my eyes were glazed over. I was sneezing. I was so congested.
You're also just exhausted.
And
like,
exhausted.
That's so much.
Yeah, we had like a 12-hour travel day the day before and then did a full 12-hour days at the parks.
Well, you also texted me the first day. You were like sending pictures. I'm just getting out of bed, which like normally this is the case.
Normal.
But it's more just because you were at Disney. Like you had lived 10 lives.
People
before I woke
are
up at like
lined
9:30.
up before the parks open. You have to. Otherwise, some of the
sent
waits.
pictures on like 15 different rides. A full video of the kids walking through the park. It's like 9:15. I'm waking up. I'm like,
the second day we didn't have like Premiere Pass or Lightning Lane or anything at Hollywood Studios, but we wanted to do Toy Story Mania. Sure. And the line at Toy Story Mania was getting up to like 90 minutes because on the app you can see, like the day before I was checking.
Wow.
And so we had to be there like at when the gates opened. And there you get early access if you're staying at a Disney resort, which we were. And so when we went in, there was literally a line of like 100+ people who didn't have. They're just staying at a non-Disney hotel, waiting to like rush. So like you have to. Okay, there's no choice. But
I mean, you're also like that's just what you guys normally are like. But yeah.
But the second day, it was also like a little hotter. Like our older son was like not feeling certain aspects of it, which was hard for me because I am like a what could have been person.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, but you would enjoy this so much. Like there was an Encanto dance party and he just like didn't care.
Yeah, you're like, can you get into it a little bit more?
Well, I'm also just like, I know on certain days this would be your dream.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he refused to go on the Frozen ride.
And you said that was the best one.
And it was the best ride. So I went on with our younger son. He had a blast. I thought it was the best ride. It was so well done, so beautiful. And our older son was like refusing.
In a mood.
And we were just like, I'm not going to force him because we kind of forced him on Pirates of the Caribbean. And then he was like terrified. So I think that's why. I don't know. Whatever. Either way.
And how was the Cars Hotel? Like, how were mom and dad
like
in it?
Kudos to them. Amazing. Not one complaint from them. Okay, the Cars Hotel was clean. Like it was clean. The bed was fine, but no, you're just it's not what they're used to.
I mean, is the bed a car?
No,
that's crazy. Like, why don't they have Monica's race car bed?
I don't know.
They should do that.
But like all of the lamps are cones, like traffic cones. And
that's
like
hilarious.
The shower curtain is like a full like mater, and the Murphy bed is a mater table. Like everything is so deeply, intensely on brand. They were chef's kiss. Like I never heard one. Wow. They were very like, you did such an amazing job. You're so organized. Like dad was so happy with how organized and on top of everything I was in terms of like, okay, this is the next ride we're going to, and this is how we have to get here. And he was very happy with the efficiency of everything. Bless you. He was very happy with my efficiency of everything and how I just kept it all going.
Amazing.
It was so nice to have extra hands, but then sometimes I also feel like I have 2 additional children. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, no, but sure.
It's like hurting mom sometimes. I'm like, come this way. Come on, let's go.
Don't just stand on your phone.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's people behind you.
Yeah, and dad had like this fucking fucking briefcase one day where he like it was.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
he had to get
can't.
it checked and everything.
I can't.
Is that the flavored one or is that just regular?
The Maman.
Yeah.
Are you talking about that like
Tahini one?
Yeah, don't get it.
Oh, you don't like it?
Do you know that has like sesame seeds just floating around in it that you drink up? It's disgusting.
I did not know that.
The flavor of it is so good. The
Can you
consistency.
just say, can I not have sesame seeds?
Well, I didn't know that sesame seeds were coming in it.
Okay.
And also part of the tahini
It's like thick.
is thick.
It's not blended well.
Consistency wise, it was the grossest thing I've ever tasted. Wow. And I was so angry at myself because it was like my one like latte of the day. Taste wise, it was delicious, but they need to blend it better.
Okay.
Anyway, I missed you at Disney and I missed you at Florida.
Well, we'll come again. We'll make it happen.
Wait, really fast. In Florida, I know I made a video about this on TikTok, but we were on a walk and we pulled up to the park, the playground, and you know how there's that basketball court right there? Mm-hmm. There was a guy who had like his 4-year-old child.
Yeah.
I asked how old the kid was, doing basketball drills. And I was like, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And we get to the park and I was like, that's insane. Like they're just out here doing drills. And Mom's like, yeah. And I was like, that kid's 4. And Mom's like, you don't think I had you doing drills at 3? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I had cones out and we were doing drills. I'm shocked you haven't started doing that yet.
I will say, like, do we think that that is true or do we think that that's her?
She said she vividly remembers moving to New Jersey and going on Dicks.com to order cones. And that being an issue because she did Dicks.com, not Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay, then if it was in Princeton, then...
It was in Princeton.
Yeah, like right when she's moving to Princeton.
And it made so much sense of why I am the way that I am.
Oh, totally.
But I also then don't understand how, I guess we're all like functioning, but that you are the way that you are.
I know, it's really crazy.
You're a case study.
It is really crazy.
Like I know I texted our sisters chat about this and I was like,
yeah,
I make sense. Yeah. Maddie leans more, well... Maddie's a little in the middle.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
And you're just like floating on a planet by yourself chilling.
No, it's wild. Especially when you just think about just everything. It's crazy. Crazy.
Cuckoo Banu.
But I will say, not that I agree with what Mom said, I think at a time in your life that you would have been doing that.
Oh, I'm surprised that I'm not doing.
Yeah.
If I were the version of me in my
JP Morgan, like
20s,
yeah, 100%.
100% my kid would be doing drills.
Yes,
100% they'd have like individual trainers.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah, growth,
and that's on personal growth.
Yeah.
But
wait. No, that also I know you posted about this, but that goes to the track in Italy when they took us.
Why were we on a track
vacation?
in Italy?
We went on a track to run sprints.
Mom
was like, you have to go to the track.
No, I said that. I said,
Mom also said that.
I was joking. Mom was probably serious. Yeah. On your honeymoon, find that track and please recreate that picture. Like I would do anything. The post
where we stayed, that was like over an hour away.
No, Alexa responded to that message and was like, I vividly remember this because we were on vacation with them. She was like, I remember being like, why are we on a track?
Why are they running around?
So not like their family.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Okay, on our flight home from Florida, I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
It was like filled with kids, the planes.
Yeah.
Okay, it always is flying from Newark to Palm Beach. It's kids city. And first of all, we ended up flying first class out there, which we've never done as a family, but the ticket upgrade was $100 a ticket or something so affordable that we were like, let's do it rather than being in the last row of the plane.
Yeah.
And obviously my older son like loved the big seats, whatever.
Of course.
So before we got on the plane home, I'm like, just so you know, we're not sitting in the big seats. And he's like, why? And I was like, well, we're not in the big seats, okay? Like I just kind of left it at that. We get on the plane. He looks at me and goes, there are big seats on this plane. And I said,
why are those people sitting in the big seats?
Literally, we're in first class walking by. He goes, Mommy, there are big seats on this plane. I said, yeah. He goes, so why aren't we sitting in them? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I go, because they were really expensive on this flight. He goes, but you told me there weren't any big seats on this plane. And I said, no. I said, we're not sitting in the big seats on this plane. There are big seats.
There are big seats.
And he's
you're
like,
not in them.
But why can't we sit in them? And I was like, Because they're expensive. How do I explain this to a child?
And
then,
they're
of course,
taken.
he says this to mom on FaceTime, and she goes, "You'll sit in the big seats with me." And I was like, "No, this is not becoming like a thing where he gets to sit in the big seats." Okay, that was a one-time thing, and I knew the second we did it, I was gonna regret it.
Has he ever?
He's never like acknowledged first class
it,
on any other flight,
Yeah.
but because we sat,
sat in,
them,
it's like, oh, this is nice.
I mean, it was very nice. Honestly,
Of
it was
course.
so nice with kids because it was the two of
Two and
us
two.
and then one, so we could pass our youngest between the two aisles, which like we'd never been able to do before because typically we just have a row, the three of us, the four of us in a three-seater.
He sits on your lap.
He still sits in our lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very nice, but probably won't happen again.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
funny.
so on the plane, we're sitting in a row, the four of us, and our oldest is like in the window seat. That's typically what we do. And then Joe and I are in the middle in the aisle, and we pass our youngest between the two of us. Our youngest is wild.
A bowling ball.
He is a bowling ball in a china shop.
Yeah.
He wants to be anywhere where he's not. He's never still. On a plane with him is a journey. Okay? He's sitting on my lap and moving around. I'm trying my hardest to contain this wild animal beast. But of course, he ends up like kicking the chair a little bit in front of us. The woman in front of me, within the first foot touching the seat, is turning around, glaring at me. Sorry, if you're not watching on YouTube, you can't see that. Turning around, glaring at me. Meanwhile, she has two fucking kids with her.
No.
So I'm like, her
How old are
kids
your
were
kids?
probably 6 and 9. So like, I get
You
they're
get
older,
it.
but you had a baby at some point. Those kids were a child,
You get it. Yeah.
and she's glaring at me every time
How
he
old
moves.
is she? Like your age?
No, she was older. Like she was probably like young 40s.
Yeah.
Anytime he touches the screen, she's like, ugh, turning around. Ugh. There's a kid next to me in the other row who was losing her mind, and I felt so badly for her. Like I think she was sick or she had a bad dream when she had fallen asleep. Like she was just like freaking out, screaming. The woman in front of me, her husband was in the aisle, so I could watch their interactions, his face. They were just like giving faces at each other the entire time. I'm like, oh my God, you have two kids. Like you have kids.
I mean,
wait,
not
it gets
that it
worse.
would be different, but like.
She reclines her seat, which I'm fucking sorry.
I do not recline
I
my
do not
seat.
recline my seat. I
No,
think it is
no.
the rudest thing to do on an airplane.
No.
Like,
I don't. I can't do it. I literally physically
I
can't bring
refuse.
myself to do it.
I refuse. First of all, it really doesn't add anything. What is
No.
it giving you?
No.
An
it's
inch
not.
to feel.
But people are very, like, you either do it or you don't, and people die on that hill. Like, some people are like, it's a feature in my seat. I paid for this. Why would I not? I'm so not, though.
I just don't. Literally, I don't think you gain anything.
Yeah.
And you just are taking away from the person in front of you. Like, I've had someone recline their seat where I have food on the thing or my computer and it's like bumping something in. So, not only is she giving me sass for my child moving in the seat behind her, but then she reclines it. I think it's one thing to recline your seat. Fine. If there's an infant on
you
lap
know.
behind you,
Like, she's
and you
probably
have
doing that just to
kids,
piss you off.
why are you fucking reclining your seat? And then she didn't even move it back when it was time to land. And I wanted to be like, excuse me, biatch, move your seat forward. I was so angry.
Oh my
and then
God.
she had the audacity. The plane lands. One more thing about her. I was really riled up.
I'm sure.
The stewardess is coming. Is that the correct term now? Okay. The stewardess is walking through the galley. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me, airplane lingo.
Sure.
With the snacks. And they had said on the intercom before, like, this is a packed flight. We're going to hit turbulence. We have to do this quickly. So everyone look at the menu if you want to order a snack. And she was just going through with the snacks, but also like the free options, the like waffle, the chocolate quinoa thing, or the pretzels.
Okay.
United. And she's like, you know, saying her spiel as she's walking, and she gets the woman in front of us, and the woman's like, what are the options?
Taking her time.
And the lady, the stewardess is something like, well, ma'am, like, can you read the menu? Like
Yeah.
we said, I'll come back. And the woman's like, well, what are the options? And the stewardess is like, ma'am, please read the menu and we'll come back. And the woman's like, it's for my daughter. She's 8. What are the options? Screams at her. And the woman's like, ma'am, the menu's in front of her. And she was like, my daughter's 8. She can't read. And the woman's like, read to her. What is going on? She's screaming at the stewardess. Screaming.
Also, can't 8-year-olds read?
So I don't know. So then, whatever. We land.
You cannot.
We land. And
You definitely can read an 8.
okay, well, I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
We land, and I put our youngest like in the alley, galley, whatever. He's standing, and he's talking to he's like looking at the, what are you counting?
Nothing.
He's looking at
Great.
the kid in the aisle. They're talking, whatever. His head is like by the back of her seat, which like he's kind of moving up and down. He's not going to like slam his head on something.
Yeah.
And she looks at me, she goes, watch out. His head is getting really close to this. And I was like, oh, now you care.
Now
I'm
you
sorry.
care.
I was just so angry. I was like, I don't like you.
People.
People.
That's annoying.
Okay, so reclining
Bad
seats.
vibes.
No,
Bad
for
vibes.
me. Wedding updates?
I had my dress fitting.
Oh, how was it? I forgot about
good.
that. Are you happy with it?
Well, okay. Here's the issue:
Oh, okay.
is I had my first fitting, and it was literally every single dress for the weekend because they all got picked up at the same time. So like,
Where are you
rehearsal-
doing this fitting? At a tailor or at your...
in the tailor in this building?
Okay. I meant like, is it with the dress designer?
No, I'm doing it at a tailor, not in house.
Okay.
But it was a fitting with my rehearsal, my wedding dress,
Okay.
and my 2 after party looks.
Okay.
I had just gotten my microneedling done.
Why did you do that?
It just happened because they had canceled on me. It was supposed to be after my tailoring, but they had canceled,
Okay.
so I had to reschedule it for before my tailoring. My face is red. It was the day after, but my face is red. No makeup because I don't want to get anything on the
Yeah.
dress. No tan because I don't want to get anything on the dress. So I'm literally just like
Raw dogging.
raw dogging, and I hated everything.
Well, you probably hated the way you looked no matter what.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm like, oh, well, next time for the fitting. Like, no, I can't. I don't want to wear makeup or
Wait, but
tan,
I'm
but
so
whatever.
confused. Why can't you wear makeup? You're like not putting anything over your head.
I can probably wear makeup, but like I would have liked my body to be a little bit tan. Whatever. I was just like pasty, red faced. It was just not a good look.
That was like
Made me really down in the dumps.
I'm sorry. They're gonna look amazing.
Yeah, maybe it's just like it'll look even better now.
Yeah, that was like I tried on all the wedding dresses the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Not the best idea.
No. But yeah, so that's good. There was an issue with one of my with one of the portions of my after party
What happened?
outfit. The zipper broke. And it broke right up from the top, from the bottom up to the top. And I think that they gave me the wrong size.
Okay.
So need to order another size.
You're like you have to reorder it.
Yeah. But so I have to get a new size. But I think I'm just going to I'm not going to pay for it. If they say that I have to pay for it, I still have the other one in.
Right, like they messed up.
Yeah. And I can fit in it. It's just like really tight.
Okay.
It's doable. And I
Okay.
think I can get it tailored. But apparently the zippers are not good on this brand because also on one of my other dresses, zipping it up, it also got caught. They have to replace that. And
Okay.
as I'm in my fitting, a girl wearing the same designer, her zipper broke.
Do we want to say the designer?
No, because I think it's like the I feel like it's obvious what dress. It's not like I'm saying like
Okay.
Danielle
So
Frankel or like,
after
you know,
you'll
wow.
know. You'll know.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
I know. So that was annoying.
Have you taken it to like bridal Reddit and seen if this is a thing?
No, I haven't. But our tailor was like, yeah, it appears that the zippers have been going downhill. So
Okay. I'm sorry.
that's annoying. Other than that, all good.
Wait, speaking of outfits, like I feel like I need to figure out
I know.
what
I also
I'm wearing.
all of my friends are like, can we get a mood board for the weekend? Like, what am I supposed to be wearing?
Yeah, you should be doing
So
that.
I'm gonna put one together.
But have other bridesmaids picked their dresses?
no
Okay.
one.
So
No one
it's not like
has.
I'm behind.
I think 2. Well, let's include Maddie and you.
But I'm not sure on mine.
3 out of the 12.
Okay. I have
Maddie,
one.
Carly, and Julie. Oh, and Steph.
I have one that I like. And like I will be happy to wear.
The
but
blue
I
one.
just feel
it's not
like
giving Mo.
it's not giving Mo.
There's no wow. I
The
love
one
it
that
so
I
much.
sent you that girl wore as a sample that has the like thing over the shoulder kind of. I'm going to try and see if I can get a sample of that.
Yeah.
Because I really liked that one. I have Mackie on the case. She's working on it.
Good.
But I am finalizing my Bachelorette outfits. Like I'm
I
getting really
still
close.
need to finalize that. Did Mom tell you about the surprise that I'm doing?
Okay. I'm happy you brought this
No
up.
surprise, but
Because, well, you tell me
A
why
look.
you're asking.
A look.
And then I'm going to explain what happened. And I'm going to explain it without giving away what it is for everyone else.
Something's happening, and Mom was like, I don't want you to tell your sisters. Like, I want them to be surprised.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was gonna tell you guys, but then she made it a point not to.
Yeah.
And then like last week or something, she's like, oh yeah, I was talking to Cammie about it. And I was like, wait, I thought I haven't said anything to her because
this
I
is
thought
so
you
on
wanted
brand.
it to be a
This
surprise.
Is so on brand.
Like
Okay.
she was so excited about it being a surprise. And then she's like, I don't remember that.
Wait.
And I'm like,
When did this happen?
okay.
Pre or post Florida?
I don't know.
No, I need you to know.
I don't know. Probably pre.
Okay. We were in Florida.
Yeah.
And Lucy realized that I accidentally deleted.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Cammie deleted my shared album of all of the wedding dresses I have ever tried on.
I'm so sorry.
And I wanted to make
like I'm really I'm
TikTok
so
about
I'm
it.
actually so
what
sorry.
I was most excited about was showing Tyler just
I
being like,
know. I know.
do you like this one better than what I chose?
I'm so sorry.
So that was dark. Luckily, Mom. Oh, that's how.
Okay. I'm so sorry that
Okay.
I did that. I was cleaning up my shared albums because I'm in so
I was
many for work.
down so bad. I
No,
went on a walk with Kona and I was sobbing because it was also the day. It was right after I tried on all of my dresses and I was microneedled and pale. And then I lost the shared album and I'm literally walking down the street sobbing.
No, I'm so sorry. I could tell you were so mad because you were like responding to texts that like taking an hour to respond.
I was so upset.
And I was trying to explain to everyone what I was with in Florida why it was a big deal. And Joe was just like, I don't understand.
I don't get it.
And he was like on Apple trying to like search
I
how
mean,
you
it's
can
also like
re-find
so
a shared
not
album.
like,
And Maddie's just like, what's the issue
of
here?
course,
And
Maddie's
I'm
like, I don't get it.
Okay. I was deleting shared albums because I'm in so many for work. And like, I just feel like
Yeah.
there are a lot, which this sparked a fear in me because I now have I have like all of my work life in shared albums.
You should be careful.
And I don't even own all of them.
Yeah.
So I was going through and unsubscribing like from like my friend's kid's album from
Yeah.
the first year for life 3 years ago. Like
Yeah.
I don't need that anymore or
Yeah.
like whatever. So I'm unsubscribing. I unsubscribed from it, not realizing
That you had
that
created
I
it.
had created. I never thought that I had created
Yeah.
that album.
Yeah. I totally forgot. Yeah.
So when you sent that text being like, "Do you know what happened to my shared album?" I was like,
You knew.
"Oh my fucking god!" 3 days
And
ago,
you felt really bad.
No, I felt so badly. I was doing everything in my power to try. I was like, Joe and I were on like
I know.
literal Reddit threads on Apple trying to figure out how to restore a shared album. Of course, I delete all.
Crazy that you basically
You can't. You can't.
Crazy.
I delete all of my photos like a psychopath. So like
Yeah.
there was no chance I still had those pictures, and they weren't in my recoverable
And
trash.
I have some. And
So,
Mom. has
This
all
is what
them.
happened.
Yeah, so you're going
I
through
go
her
on
photos.
Mom's phone.
Crazy
She ended
place.
up being the savior because she does not delete a photo. But oh my god, that photo
Crazy
album is a
place.
crazy place to be. It's like she at one point I saw there was a TikTok of like some interview of something that she had screenshotted every second so that you could have the captions. So it was just
Just like 15 screenshots of one TikTok.
30 plus. The screenshots in that photo album, it was like a look into her brain.
Yeah.
It was crazy place to be. But she had all of the videos that she had taken of you in the dresses, which
Yes.
isn't every dress, but there were a lot.
Yeah.
And as I'm going
surprise.
through them, I see you in something I've never seen before. And I go, what is this? And Mom's like, shit, shit, shit. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? What did I miss? And she's like, do not tell your sister.
So did you have any idea before that?
No, how would I have known?
Okay, because I thought that I guess it must have been after Florida. I thought she said something to you about it before.
No,
but
she is freaking out. Do not tell Lucy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so mad right now. And I'm like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
If she had, if
So
that's
now
how
this
we had
makes
to get there.
No sense.
Okay, then
She's mixed messaging.
there must have been something. But anyway.
It's so cool.
No, it's
I'm
going to be
so jealous. And it's so
really
cool.
I'm shocked that no one did it, but whatever.
Well, we couldn't. I don't think any of us felt like we could because
Yeah,
there were more of us to come.
That's true.
I utilized. I
true.
did an aspect of this.
Yeah,
Wow. It's
I'm so excited. Anyway, so yes, so that is one thing. Yeah,
But I don't know the final look of it.
well, we don't have one.
Okay. Oh
we
my gosh.
only did one thing, and I don't know when I'm even. Like I might have. I'm gonna have so many different outfit changes. It's gonna be. I don't even know how I'm gonna have time.
Keep
for
up. Okay. Well. Yeah. So I'm really sorry that I deleted the album.
That's okay.
Like I'm really sorry. That was a fuck up.
Sorry.
But I'm trying to throw you the best Bachelorette ever.
I'm so excited.
And it's getting
in 3 weeks.
so close. I know. I'm like kind of panicking about it.
Same. I don't have all of my outfits.
We need to figure out like what food you want in the house, alcohol. Like I got to get on top of that.
I know.
I got to figure out like
I know.
I'm just hoping it's fun and I do a good job.
No, I think it's going to be really fun.
I feel like I have a lot of pressure on me.
And I was talking to some friends and they were like, oh, are you going to do like rooming or whatever?
You
so I
need to pick the rooms. I can't be
But
responsible for that.
I am confused because I think that they're counting every single bed is just one person per bed. Like if you count up the kings and the queens and everything,
house.
it sleeps 30 people.
Amazing.
So like everyone can basically have
Amazing.
But there's one room with like bunk beds and like 3 beds, I think. But you don't even need to do. I don't know.
Well, I told you I'll either be with you if you want me to, or I'll be with Marin and Carly.
Yeah.
Or the 4 of us can be together.
I know. I don't know if there's a room.
But
for
that's up to. That just depends on how, like, what the numbers work and
I know. I
who
need
you
to
want
like
to sleep
go
with and
through
stuff.
and see.
So I would love
whatever.
for you to do that ASAP.
I will.
And then
I need to
otherwise,
figure out my
I'm just trying to make this like
outfits.
a brand trip. I'm trying to figure out logistics.
it's
Like
gonna be-
being out of the country is hurting me a little bit, but that's fine. I'll make it work.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, there
No,
was
it's
something
gonna be
else
amazing.
around the Bachelorette that I wanted to figure out, but I don't know. No, I'm really, really excited.
I can't
My
wait.
right hand just went to the place that we're going, and she said it was
Oh,
amazing.
really?
She was like, I loved it. It was so nice. Like
Literally everyone is going.
everyone's
One
going.
of my
everyone is going
friends'
there. I feel like I never
fiancés
heard
just
about
had
it,
her-
and now it's
No,
everywhere.
Everywhere. One of my friends' fiancés just had her bachelorette there.
Yeah,
So I actually need to text her for.
I'm so
crazy.
excited.
No, I can't wait.
One other thing I wanted to talk to you about is how my older son is like obsessed with having conversations around death right now.
Okay.
And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
This is when I realized that parents like literally have no idea what we're doing.
No, like
We're all
how,
just, like,
How
trying.
are you supposed to know what to say to him when he asks?
It was so interesting
Questions
because we
about
were
that.
putting him to bed, and it was like our dad was sitting on like the bed. I was on the ground with our older son, like putting on his pajamas, and Joe was standing behind me. And he starts being like, it came up because they were playing Operation, and they started talking about doctors, and then Papa, and then he was like, "Well, Papa's dead, right?" And Mom's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like,
Sparked.
and
so
it has been a
much.
week of
He's
questions.
still going?
Still going. Still going. Thank God he did not see the dead bunny in our yard.
Oh,
So many questions.
that's really
And
sad.
he is like, "Mommy, but I don't understand. Do we all die?" And I just like kind of pause and I look at Dad and I'm like,
Yeah.
and Joe was like, "You reverted to a kid. You looked at your dad like a little child. Like
Like, what do
what
I
the fuck am I supposed to do?" No, but really, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I
So-
feel like there's no, there's,
I tried not to lie. I didn't lie, but I tried not to like go into too much detail and then kind of like
make him afraid.
make him afraid. But I
Yeah.
also just wanted to leave it at like very simple. Like, let's not make this a big deal. I talked about it with my therapist after, and she was happy with what I said. But like, it's just continuing, and I don't like talking about it because it's my number one anxiety trigger.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
You're
I
like,
don't.
can we stop?
Can we stop talking about what happens after we die, please? Because I don't know, and I don't want to have a like panic attack right now. So stop asking me these fucking questions.
Yeah.
But he is just like, the kid has been here so many lives before.
So many lives.
It's just
Too many lives.
Joe and I are like, what are we in for?
No, literally. Like,
What
how
are we in for?
we were talking about it yesterday at mom and dad's apartment because we had brunch at the Lovemans.
Yeah.
And Sally Lee was like, he's already asking you questions about death. That doesn't happen until 6.
No,
And
like,
we're like, what?
we're so.
Where are you getting 6 from?
No, but Joe was like, I feel like this is really early to
definitely
be asking
is.
about this. And I'm like, we're really,
You're
in for it. And
You are in for
it's
it.
been a ride.
Yeah.
Another thing I've been thinking about lately, because I was thinking about this. Well, I'm starting a week of no scrolling social media. None. None.
Wow.
Okay?
No scrolling, but posting?
Yeah, I have to work. You better work,
I
bitch.
understand that. I just didn't know if you were taking like.
I just realized this
holiday.
angle is going to show this gash on my face,
I
which
don't
is
think it's that bad.
precancerous. So I have to get a fucking treatment done.
Um,
But
I can't see it.
no, I'm not scrolling because it's really fucking with my brain. I don't know how you like scroll and like still feel happy. I don't get it because I don't.
No, I've also told myself that I need to take back my time on TikTok.
You
But
do.
that's going to happen after the wedding because I need all of the content before the wedding. And I need like.
I just feel so much less than when I scroll on social media, and like I don't get how you don't feel that way. I'm not saying that you should feel that way.
Yeah.
But like
why do you?
how
Yeah, I don't know.
how? Like I go in these dark holes.
But I think it's like. That's your job. So.
Maybe.
Because what's on your For You page is probably a lot more content creation and like influencer
Yeah.
than on mine. Or like
Maybe.
mine is literally just like fashion, makeup, food, weird stuff.
Well, your
and
brain
wedding.
isn't going to like, oh, I should do that or I should be doing that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not your job. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's
So I'm on my week of no scrolling.
Okay.
But when I was scrolling, I realized that there are certain people that I'm like, oh, you're mysterious. Like, I want to know more about you.
Okay.
And it's brought me back to 2 people recently that I've had conversations with that I'm like, what's happening in that brain?
okay.
I don't think anyone has ever walked away from a conversation with me saying, I wish I had more of her. Or, what is she thinking? What's happening up there? Or like, ooh, she's so mysterious. I feel I could give people less.
You're not mysterious, but I think that that's what people like about you because you're honest and you're what's the word I'm looking for? Not real. I mean real, but that's not the word that I want to use. So I think that's what people like about you. Is that you get what you get.
You get what you get. But imagine, like, I remember Camilla McConaughey is like the perfect example. We walked away being like, she was so ethereal and like, just like composed. And I always like, she was giving us stuff, but I always was wondering, like, what else are you thinking?
Yeah.
And I left wanting more. And maybe I could do more of that.
That's like a full blown celebrity.
Well, yeah, but I think
like
that
maybe
that's
you
just how
have
she
to
is.
be like that. Well, yeah, she's like, yes.
No, I think about her often. She
Okay.
was amazing.
I don't think you need to be more mysterious.
Okay. Can we talk about hemorrhoids?
Sure.
Have you ever had them?
No.
Really?
Not that I know of.
Because I'm on this like cyclical situation where I'm getting I'm getting
I
constipated,
can't look at you.
and then my hemorrhoids are coming back, and then
Okay,
it's
I'm
like
really sorry. I don't.
but it's like it's so painful,
Maybe
and I
go
don't
see
know
a
what to do.
doctor? I don't know. Have
Okay.
you seen a doctor about it?
No, I just text our group chat asking about other
Have you
people's
put
hemorrhoids.
any cream on
Yeah,
it?
I put cream on it. Okay, the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm switching out my toilet paper because I learned recently that you can get like this exposure to chemicals in toilet paper, specifically formaldehyde.
Well, yeah, toilet paper's so bad for you. Well, like
No, but,
commercial
like,
toilet paper.
My eyes have been opened.
No, it's crazy.
Okay, so I had a call with plant
that's
paper.
also like
What?
tampons.
Oh, I mean, that's why I've worn a cup for like 6 years.
I know, but it's like the things that you're fucking using are horrible for you.
It's such a porous, I'll
Yeah.
use, like, area of our body
Yeah.
between our vagina and our butthole.
Uh-huh.
And we're just like shoving chemicals in it every time we wipe. And I had a call with plant paper, who I've been using now and I love.
Okay.
And we were talking about it, and the like formaldehyde and
it's
also
crazy.
the bleach that's in toilet paper, like
Yeah.
the reason that it's white.
Yeah.
And like when you tear it and all of the things are like, I've now been
Yeah.
thinking about it
Yeah,
every
but it
time
looks-
every
no,
time I
it's-
wipe, I'm like, so I'm putting bleach literally in my hoo-ha and my
Well,
asshole.
Now I'm gonna be like all in my head about it.
No, I'm in my head. I'm fully in my head now. And part of the reason,
Yeah, that I don't like that one bit.
well, the formaldehyde and other chemicals in classic toilet paper
Mm.
can cause like inflammation, but also not allow your body to heal down there. So I think that it's playing into my hemorrhoids. So I switched to
Possibly.
plant paper,
Okay.
and now I'm gonna see if this cycle of my
Yeah.
period, which is when I typically like get my like re-up of,
interesting. Okay.
well, because it's when I hit a certain stage of my period, I get constipated. Not period, my menstrual cycle.
Okay.
When I'm in my follicular phase, I hate the
Interesting.
world,
Let's
and I
see
get
if this works.
constipated, and then my hemorrhoids come back. So I'm hoping that
Yeah.
because I switched to plant paper, it'll help actually allow my hemorrhoids to heal, because I can't have these things on my ass anymore.
No, it's not. I don't like thinking about that.
It's not fun. Remember when I asked our group chat to send photos of theirs because I wanted to compare them?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. No one took me up on it.
Not for me.
Okay, but my eyes have been opened
Yeah.
to the level of toxins that we're putting in
No,
a
it's crazy.
very sensitive area
It is wild.
with toilet paper. And now once I had my eyes opened, I don't think I can ever close them. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like every
Yeah.
bathroom I've been to since this call with
You're
the brand,
just gonna like pull
I'm
this
just-
roll, like bring the roll with you.
Literally.
Where you go.
fuck it, they're coming to the DR. I
Send
show up with a
boxes.
suitcase of toilet paper for the house. Honestly, like I get why people have bidets.
Yeah.
I get why people have bidets,
Well,
and I get why
yeah.
people are particular about their toilet paper. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have some questions for you.
Okay. Wait, also, we haven't even talked about the fact that I'm
What?
Joe Rogers, the clergy. Haven't even talked about that I'm going to London tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't actually know you guys were going to London until Mom said I'm going to London on Tuesday.
Oh.
On like Friday.
I feel like we've talked about the fact that Tyler's running a marathon. Like,
Yeah, but
A
like
lot.
it just kind of happened.
okay.
Like, first of all, at some point we have to care a little less about the marathons when you run so many. Like, at what
That is
point
true.
do we
It's
like
his
celebrate every? Oh, it's only 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like he's running a lot of
Well,
marathons.
he wants to do all of the big ones.
I know.
Well, okay, so then like come with us. Like you guys honestly, you should have come to London. That would have been really fun.
I would have
But he's
loved
gonna
to come to
do
London. London is my favorite
Berlin.
place that I would ever move to if I
I
didn't
know.
live
I'm
in the States.
I am so fucking
I love
excited to
London
go.
so much. We should all move to London.
We should.
Because did you see Donald Trump's Easter tweet?
I saw you post about it. I couldn't read it. I was on my way here, and I was just like,
Why
I
is
can't
he
look
the
at
way that he is?
But no, we're going for a week. But then he also wants to do Berlin and Tokyo.
Okay, I have less interest. Tokyo's like really far.
Yeah, but oh my god, I want to go so badly.
I'm
so excited.
I think
And
that would
then
be so
Berlin
great, but
is
like
right after, or right before Oktoberfest.
okay, again, a little less interested.
Then he also wants to
London's
do
my
Boston.
favorite. I'll go to
You
Boston.
go to Boston.
I wish I'd gone to London. Kind of crazy that he's doing it like the month before your bachelorette and
No, it's
bachelor
like-
parties and then your weddings. Like I can't give you all my time.
Well, no, it's also we don't have the time. Like
Joe
we don't
was
have the
like,
time
"That's
for
a wild move."
Week long.
Also, the fact that you're going for a week, I can't.
A week long vacation, and then bachelorette, and then wedding, and then honeymoon.
Someone called Lucy's boss.
Literally.
Well, actually, someone asked tips on creating a life outside of a 9-to-5 job. I feel like people are always like, I want to hear from non-influencers because they're actually doing things. I'm like, great, okay. And we forget that you actually like have a corporate job. Hence why we're here at 8 a.m.
yeah, well, and I was supposed to go into the office today. Now I'm not. So like we didn't even have to.
Yeah.
Well, we still would have had to do it early, but
Yeah.
we didn't have to be this one. Read the question again.
Tips on creating a life outside of a 9-to-5 corporate job.
Okay. Also, not 9 to 5. Like it's
9 to 5 doesn't exist anymore.
And it doesn't, which is crazy. Okay, so I'm in the office 3 days a week, and then I work from home twice a week.
Okay.
I struggle so much with wanting to do things post work, like,
Yeah.
and I can't, or even pre-work in terms of like working out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cannot. My Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when I go to the office, there's no working out to be had.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's really hard, honestly. Like I don't really do things during the week unless
That's, I think, your generation.
yeah. Unless I'm like, my friends just want to do something during the week.
Like, you don't actively make plans during the week?
Not
really?
Not really. No.
I feel like, I know we talked about this right after you graduated.
I have my monthly thing with my friends where we
Yeah.
do something called Hobby Hose. And that's once a month we do something, a new hobby one person picks. And that's normally during the week just because it's easiest. But like other than that, I'm not actively trying to make plans just because I'm always so tired.
I feel like when we were younger and working in the corporate world, I was always
doing
out.
stuff. Yeah.
Always. Like
Yeah.
we were out. Wednesday night was dollar beer night at Turtle Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday night we were at Brother Jimmy's. Like
Yeah.
we were out all like weeknights minus Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I remember Joe being like amazed that you guys weren't. But I think that's like a
I know.
generational thing.
I think also maybe, I mean, I don't know, but I think it would be different if I was single.
Yes.
I would
Well, you'd be like,
absolutely
going
be
on dates
putting
and
more of
stuff.
effort trying to get out there and like probably more so during the week. Like I'd be going out with my single friends. But
yeah. Well, do your single friends go out?
I
during the
think
week?
that's, I think don't really have a lot of,
Yeah.
I feel like majority are in
Relationships.
But I also think now just at the age that we're at, like we don't have the stamina for that.
I saw a TikTok that was like
So
a girl
I'm
in her
not
20s
the person to ask.
being like, why are we suddenly acting like these old people in our 20s? Like,
I
why
know.
have we glamorized like staying in and going to bed early and waking up early and like
Yeah.
whatever? And I realized people in their 30s do those things because we lived it up in our 20s. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I love a night in and relaxing and all that because I went fucking crazy in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I feel like that generation is kind of missing that.
Yeah. I mean, no, I think
Like, do people go clubbing anymore?
I don't.
Did you ever?
No.
I went
Like,
through a big clubbing phase.
Obviously I'm going out on the weekends, but like it'll be Friday night with like my group of friends going to like a dive bar, like a small bar, and then day drink during the day. This is like if I'm having a packed weekend.
Okay.
Day drink during the day, Saturday, and then all go to like most of the time our apartment and just
Okay.
hang out and order food.
I mean, I wasn't clubbing
Like,
at
we're not-
your age right now.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wonder if
No.
people even club anymore. Okay.
I'm sure they do.
Speaking of friends, has wedding caused any friend drama?
No.
That's
Which
great.
is really nice, especially with the bridal party size that I have.
Well, you kind of avoided drama by having such a large bridal party.
I guess that's true. That's true.
Because weddings can bring up a lot
Yeah.
for people. A lot.
No, but I do
yeah.
need to yell at people for not getting their dresses, so maybe that will cause drama. I don't know. Do I cause it?
Whoop. I mean, some bride emails that we've seen from other people in our lives as bridesmaids are insane.
Crazy. I'm
Crazy?
Probably, maybe the drama is that I'm too
Chill.
chill, that people are like, okay, come on.
Yeah, people
Just
want
tell me
direction.
something.
I mean, that was like me trying to plan your bachelorette. Like,
Yeah.
I can't also pick your venue or location. Like, you need
Yeah.
to make decisions.
I don't like making decisions.
Yeah, I feel like weddings, someone was like advice on wedding drama in friend groups. Like, it can bring up a lot. I know that like it brought up some from one, like, you know, I
Yeah.
kind of lost a friendship. Well, it was on its way out. And there was definitely drama within like certain groups I was in around
Yeah.
bridesmaids, and like I get it, but I also think it's how you approach it. Like, there were two people who are now literally two of my best friends that were not my
That weren't-
bridesmaids.
yeah.
And I had like a dinner with them of being like, I want you to be involved, and they still did something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely
It's
can.
tough. That's why I think I wouldn't have bridesmaids if I got married today.
That's what I was considering. I was really torn between doing it or not. But then I was like, well, I want people to get ready with me.
I know.
So then how am I choosing who's getting ready with me? Right. And then why would they not just
be bridesmaids?
Like, the only thing that they're doing is walking down the aisle, and then they're not standing with us. And like I would want pictures with my friends anyway, like formal pictures. Right. So it was just like, but I'm team only bride and groom up there.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you and Maddie are going to be up there.
That's fine.
Or Alex.
Do you have thoughts on like timing on kids or moving to the suburbs?
Is that your question?
Nope. No. Someone submitted it. Someone did submit it. I would also love the answer.
Timing on kids and suburbs. Okay. So within our like close friend group,
I'm going to die when you have a child. Sorry. I just started thinking about that.
No, it's crazy. Within our close friend group, we're like one of the first to get married.
Okay.
And I know it's not about other people's timelines, but I don't want to be like popping out a kid, have a kid, and then be like going to their weddings or pregnant. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
That's probably going to happen, but I don't want it to. Honestly, I don't have the slightest fucking clue. But we know we don't want to have kids in the city.
At all.
Maybe like a year, but then trying to find a house while we're in the newborn phase or within the year and a half is going to be like, that's stressful.
I will just say, imagine having a kid in the city, like one kid, a baby, is really nice.
I know.
It's like way easier in my opinion.
Then it's also like, do we have the space in our apartment for that?
Yes, you do.
Do we? I mean,
that like sliding door room. Yeah.
So there's that. And then I would like to have the baby like in the city for at least like some time. We just definitely don't want to do school.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Same. It's college.
But Tyler is itching to get to the suburbs. Like, he is
Where
so
would you want to move?
And I also want to give Kona a backyard. Like, soon.
Where would you want to
move? Likely New York State.
It's just like, I don't understand. Do you realize how important it is to have people?
I do.
Who are like willing to watch your kids?
I do. But
nearby.
Where we're looking is like within an hour. Like, we're not going to fucking...
An hour is still so long.
I know, but the problem is we both really want a lot, not a lot of land, but like, we don't want to be...
How I am.
Right next to our neighbors.
Okay.
And that's personal preference.
That's
and I
totally
think
fine. Can I just play devil's
New Jersey,
advocate for a second?
That is really...
Can I play devil's advocate for a second?
I'm not saying, like... It can be, like, less... I'm not saying Princeton, like, where you don't have neighbors. Like, we still want neighbors.
First of all, Princeton has neighbors, just the way that we grew up. I just want to clarify. I know.
Yes, it has neighbors.
First of all, the land aspect... I'm just going to say landscaping is so fucking expensive. Mind-blowingly expensive. Like, the amount of money that we have spent on landscaping, and our yard is like a square. Yeah. That's not that large in my opinion. So much money. Second of all, it's crazy. Having neighbors, I know it's a personal preference. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I'm listening. I'm just checking Teams.
Well, I'll just let you check it. Having neighbors is really... Why are you rolling your eyes at me? It's honestly...
You're yelling at me.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I understand. Yeah, that's
personal
really
preference. Nice. Okay.
I'm sure it is.
It's amazing. It's literally like I feel like I live in the 90s and I love it. And especially because we didn't grow up with it, I love it. Okay,
totally. I think that it's a give and a take, and I feel like right now what's more important to us is the space.
Dare I say maybe that's like later in life, but that's fine. Okay.
Sure. I don't know if you're gonna sell Tyler on Jersey. I I know.
It's literally the best date ever.
I mean, his 2 best guy friends are with 2 of my
I
best
know.
girlfriends.
So like, do
and
what I
they're
do.
doing Jersey.
All of my friends have
And
moved to my
that
town, and
can't
it's
even
the best thing
convince
in the
him.
world. Okay, well, maybe Joe will throw it into the wedding and your vows, and he won't even know. And he'll just be up there, and Joe will be like, and I, Lucy, promised to move to the state of New Jersey. And then he'll have to
And then
repeat
he
it because
has
he won't want to not. And then he's vowed to move.
You know what he said?
I'm going to do that.
We're watching Friends, and he it was the wedding scene where Ross is marrying Emily.
I, Ross, take thee, Rachel.
And he's like, I think I'm going to do that. And I'm like, what do you even mean? He's like, how hilarious would that be?
To say, I, Ross, take thee, Rachel.
Ross, take
Honestly,
thee,
it would be
Rachel.
fucking amazing given our family.
I'm like, Tyler, you can't say that.
He should.
No.
I support that.
Good thing he doesn't listen to this.
Good thing he doesn't listen, but I support that given what a friend addict family we are.
I know.
Friends, addict family.
I know. I was like, that would be really funny, but like,
Wait, that'd be
you
so
can't-
funny.
He's just like, I, Ross, take thee, Rachel.
Okay,
Oh my God.
last question, or 2 more, sorry.
Too good.
Why, have you thought about being an influencer?
Did somebody ask that? Yeah. Yes, but like, I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. One, I think I don't have the like I don't know how I'm trying to say this.
Okay.
Like, you were so good at sticking to a plan and like knowing what to do and all of that stuff. I don't have that. So I think if I was my own boss, I'd be like, whatever. Plus, I don't have like a niche, and I don't think.
What the fuck is my niche?
I mean, you're like mental health, motherhood.
Yeah,
like you're
fashion.
helping people. I don't think if I was an influencer, I would provide any help to people. Like, you get messages that are like, "Thank you so much." Like, you're so like.
Yes, and that's so wonderful, and it's my favorite part of my job.
I don't think the world needs another me influencer, is what I'm saying.
I disagree.
I just don't think.
I disagree.
That. Like, sure, that would be great, but also, what am I? No, because I would just be what people hate. That's what I would be. I would be what people hate about influencers, because I just make TikToks. I wouldn't do anything. I'd work out in the middle of the day, and that's it. Like, I wouldn't. That's not a. I'm sorry. That's not. I can't. People would hate it. And I know there'd be Reddits about me, and I can't handle that in my brain. I can't.
I mean, all of those things are so valid. I will never force you to do something you don't want to
Like,
do.
yeah, that would be really great.
I just think it's funny that, like, so many people want to be a content creator, and you literally have this, like, perfect, like, starting point right here. And, like, you couldn't be a better mold for an influencer, and you're just like,
I mean, who knows? Maybe. Never say never. But
never say
I
never.
do just think.
Pick it up.
I
My
do
son
just
stands from
feel
the
like
spring
that would
showcase.
be what people don't like about influencers is what I
Yeah,
would
I mean,
be.
but who the fuck cares?
And then I'd get hate, and I don't want hate, and I just
Okay,
can't.
okay, that's so valid. Honestly, like, I don't even want you to do it because there are certain parts of my brain that will never ever go back to the way they were, and that's why I don't want my kids ever on social media.
I mean, I'm like, who knows? I could be getting hate right now and not even know it.
Well, also, let the haters hate.
True. Plus, I feel like the people that really listen to this are only people that actually like.
Well, my biggest thing is, like,
Consume
if
the
you're spending
content,
time
like,
hating on someone you don't even know, like,
Yeah.
you need to find something else to do with your time. Okay,
I mean,
what you're saying, we do it?
yeah, we just talked about that on the plane.
Yeah, but, like, I'm telling you, you're my sister. And like, no one knows who that woman is.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Okay,
going
that's
out of
true,
my
that's
way
true,
to
that's
like
true.
find her and like report her to her job
Yeah.
and like whatever.
But
I'm
yes,
just like
I
bitching about
would-
something that
I
happened.
would love to be an influencer because that would be really fun, and I think I would enjoy it. I think
you've
really
also
bringing much-
seen that. Well, no, you know what I think the biggest thing is? You've seen that it's a job.
Yeah.
You've seen the back end, like you've seen how sausage is made,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is...
That's why I think you're saying that, because I think if you hadn't seen the back end of it, it's really easy for this job to look so easy.
But I'm saying I wouldn't put in the amount of
That's
effort.
what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
We are saying the same thing.
I think I could still be successful without doing that, but yes.
Well, you seem to make anything work that you want, so you could. Yeah, I mean, you could be an influencer who's like solely posting TikToks
That's
and
what
like
I'm
not
saying
responding to
is
DMs and
what
not
I would be. And
Yeah.
we don't need another one of those.
Well, okay. I love you. Next
Did you
episode.
have another question? I thought you did.
Oh, have you gotten a calendar yet?
I have.
How's it
I
going
have.
for you?
It's going well. I decided that with all of my like wedding stuff,
You need one.
needed to track it. But it's going well. I bought a little like dry erase clear one.
Oh yeah, everyone was asking for the link when I posted.
I mean,
on
it's
the story.
great. It's like the perfect. It's so cute. It's clear. Like
I'll link it in the show notes.
so I put that on our fridge. Actually, so funny. I don't know if I told you this. Tyler and I had a dinner with our friends because they were moving out of the city into Hoboken. And it was like
so far.
Yeah, but it was like 4 couples. We went up on the Upper West Side, and Tyler had only been talking to the guys. I wasn't talking to the girls. And he texted me and was like, oh, by the way, they want to do dinner Wednesday or Thursday. I'm like, okay. I thought that he tells me it's Thursday. So I add it to the calendar. And I'm like, dinner with friends Thursday. Don't know the time, don't know the place. I'm just expecting him to get it. And I was like, oh, by the way, I updated the calendar. Oh, no. He says, oh, I saw you updated the calendar. Like, it looks great. Because I filled on Sundays, I fill out the whole week.
Okay.
Wednesday rolls around. So he acknowledges the calendar. Wednesday rolls around. He comes in from walking Kona and he's like, dinner's tonight and it's in 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be the organized one. I added it to the calendar.
And you just
but it was
added the wrong day. Okay, well, you tried.
We ended up making it to the dinner. I literally got dressed in 3 seconds.
Never seen that happen in my life.
And we took an Uber up and we were only like 10 minutes late.
Amazing. Okay, our next episode will be a Bachelorette recap.
Yay. I'm so excited.
So we'll see you then.
See you then.
Love ya.
Love ya.